Hello and welcome to award season. It's Ruben
and Jema from the Ruby Tuesday.
And we are here to talk to you through this award season, starting right in the middle.
Thank you.
Recently we had the Golden Globes and that was followed by the BAFTA nominations, and we're going to consider what all of this may mean for the Oscars and make some predictions about the future.
Here's the thing about the future.
BAFTAs fall into the calendar right between the Globes and Academy Awards and thus carry some weight when it comes to affecting the future.
See you in the future. You mean the past? Exactly.
This list may well affect what happens when the Academy Awards compile their nominations. So if a film is left out, or a whole gender perhaps.
Or if it's super popular and gets all the nominations, it can't help but be in the minds of those voting across the pond. It's a subjective and divisive subject. Picking the best from any pool of creative work can be really tricky.
Some of the greatest and most accessible works of art, activism and entertainment of this year are being judged.
And the Oscar goes to...
For the most part, they've been judged by the elite, by the experts, and we don't always agree. So here's a roundup of some super popular nominations.
Guillermo del Toro's sci-fi romance, The Shape of Water, gained 12 nominations, including Best Film, Director and Actress for Sally Hawkins, which makes them the nomination frontrunner. It's a film that also did well at the Golden Globes nominations, but did not perform as well as expected on the night, where it took away 2 Globes for Best Director and Best Original Score. Del Toro's acceptance speech on behalf of himself and his monsters was beautiful though, despite the orchestra trying to cut it short.
Yeah.
It's taken 25 years. Give me a minute.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri picked up 9 nominations, including Best Film, Best Director, Outstanding British Film, Original Screenplay, and Best Actress for Frances McDormand.
This won the Golden Globes Best Drama, so it's definitely one to watch.
Following closely was Joe Wright's The Darkest Hour, which was also nominated for 9, including Best Film, Best Actor for Gary Oldman. The highly anticipated Blade Runner sequel did not do well at the Globes this year though.
I did your job once.
It did have a deeper connection with us Brits though, as it would seem, as it had 8 nominations, along with Dunkirk, which were the 2 big IMAX hits of the year.
The BAFTA's biggest snub of the year, however, was for first-time director Greta Gerwig and her movie Lady Bird. She did well at the Golden Globes, picking up trophies for Best Motion Picture in her category, Musical and Comedy, and Best Actress for Saoirse Ronan's performance. Not only did it fail to gain a nomination for Best Film at the BAFTAs, but also Best Director, leaving the category male-dominated again.
The absence of female directors nominated for the Golden Globes was mentioned by Natalie Portman as she announced the all-male nominees for Best Director.
And here are the all-male nominees.
This may not have been the best platform to take a stand, but this is certainly something that needs to be addressed.
And there is also a point to be made about whether Best Director should even be a category, when many of the other people behind the scenes that contribute to the films without a mention. Stunt guys, cameramen, assistants...
Yeah, shout out to those amazing clapperboard loaders. Nothing happens without you guys, mostly.
Steven Spielberg's The Post, starring Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks, failed to receive any nominations at all. Craziness.
Anyway, so here's how we think things are going to play out. For Best Films, The Shape of Water or 3 Billboards.
Director is anyone's guess, but probably Del Toro.
Actress, probably Frances for 3 Billboards.
And actor is probably between Gary Oldman and Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes, I really hope it's Gary Oldman, because Daniel Day-Lewis is like Meryl Streep. He's unfairly talented and just seems like whenever he gets, he'll just sweep everything off.
Aww.
But that's not to say that Gary Oldman isn't amazing, because I've heard he's fantastic in this. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So hopefully he picks it up. He's got my vote.
Indeed.
If you appreciate watching our genius, you should definitely like and subscribe and join us again soon for another video.
Yes, vote for the Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, vote for us.
By clicking the bell.
The bell.
You know the bell?
Yeah.
Right,
So you get notifications. It's like subscribing, but it's like next level.
Next level.
Like
How
if
much
you want to show real
do you
commitment.
love us? Yeah. Great Scott. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
But you're female, so you can't hold it.
Oh, you better take the role.
Oh.